Good Tuesday, everyone. I'm meteorologist Dave Snyder at the National Weather Service with Alaska statewide weather. High pressure at 1,027 millibars east of Fairbanks this afternoon is creating a cold and dry weather pattern that warm and wet air will try and take over. The process will be a messy one for many parts of Alaska from north to south, east to west. The process is already beginning across the west coast at this hour, with rain returning to the western tip of the Seward Peninsula and the YK Delta, as well as southwestern Alaska and parts of the Alaska Peninsula. That leading edge of warm and wet air will spread eastward and try and overtake the high pressure system with cold and dry air at the surface. The problem is cold does not want to leave Alaska this time of the year, and that warm and wet air will saturate from top to bottom, creating a winter weather mess, likely bringing freezing rain and eventually snowfall. Some of that could be heavy at times, especially across the interior. As such, as you look at our website at weather.gov, click on Alaska, and you will see your forecast, including things like periods of heavy snow. On the west coast, that could be 1 to 3 inches. Closer to Fairbanks and the middle Tanana Valley and parts of the central and eastern interior, that could be as much as 6 to 10 inches by the end of the week. It may also and will likely include periods of freezing rain. For areas in south central, as early as Wednesday night, that could bring a little bit of a melting period, followed by rain and freezing rain on top of very slick roads. So be extra careful no matter what part of Alaska you're in for the next several days. Looking at Wednesday in the Chukchi Seacoast, a 988 millibar low will work east and southeast toward the coastline. It will bring periods of light snow to the Arctic coast and the Brooks Range. The heaviest will be the south-facing slopes. As warm and wet air moves northward, freezing rain will spread across the Seward Peninsula and even into Kotzebue Sound and parts of the middle Yukon Valley toward the Tanana Valley as we get into Wednesday afternoon. Low pressure will move across south central Alaska by Wednesday night, and as it moves eastward, a better chance for mixed precipitation will move through, followed by an opportunity for colder and refreezing weather as we get through Thursday. Most of the precipitation will be focused on southeast by Thursday afternoon, but another slug of cold air drops quickly south from the Arctic, and as that moves toward the Yukon Valley by Thursday, expect another round of heavier snow and cold to move into places like Fairbanks and Northway and Tok and areas along the Brooks Range and the Arctic coast, especially in the eastern parts of the Beaufort Seacoast. To the west, another wave of low pressure starts to make its way across the Aleutians. We'll be looking at that as we head into Friday. With Alaska statewide weather, I'm meteorologist Dave Snyder. Find us online anytime at weather.gov.